It's episode 342. We are the Outlaws of Rock on the Toledo Show.
Yeah.
And we are playing a set list for you for this evening and for all times for you to have to listen to amazing, sweet underground tracks. Forever. Like that song Forever Young, but not young, just forever.
But not with that guy. What's his name?
God damn it.
Forever Young.
Was that song?
Young.
I did not like that song.
That's the most famous Rod Stewart.
It
right?
was. It's like the most famous, like, a young person passed away funeral song.
Totally.
It's brutal. It's just, I just can't even listen to it.
I mean, it sucks because it came out a movie. It was the most depressing Mel Gibson movie of all time. You'd think it wouldn't be.
You can, honestly, I love rock and roll, but I just don't like that one, like Tears from Heaven. Like, this is just too much. It's too much.
Brutal.
Too much. Like, look up what that's about.
Woo! Yeah.
No, here's a better one. James Taylor. I've seen Fire and I've seen Rain. Go see what that one's about. Like, some of them are so sad that you're just like, where's AC/DC?
Yeah. Can we get some fucking Tears for Fears would make this more happy right now.
Hell yeah. Everybody wants to rule the world. If you can't jam to that thing, you got nothing going for you.
Right.
Arguably the greatest pop song of all time.
Yeah. You know
Tears
what?
for Fears. Everybody
Absolutely.
wants to rule the world.
At least in the last 30 years.
Yeah.
Right? From like
sure.
the 80s on.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, like, honestly, I sit there and I talk to people that I know that are in the music industry and everything, and there are always like, yeah, man, that one's clutch. I mean, it's like that one, The Police, Every Breath You Take.
Yeah.
There's like a few of them that are just legend.
Like Genesis songs, right? Was it Phil Collins?
Which one?
Oh man,
Yeah,
one was the Reagan dolls and the fucking.
This is the time we live.
This is time.
These are the no, I'm trying. Those puppets were terrifying.
It was terrifying. Maybe not the most iconic song, but I feel like every time that comes on, I'm like, damn, that's a good fucking song.
There is some pop songs. I was listening to a little Piano in the Dark. That song by Brenda. I can't remember her last name right now, but like, phenomenal pop song. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Because in the 80s, they took pop music, and in the 60s too, they took pop music really seriously.
Yeah.
So like, a lot of people that were recording your pop music were adults. Like we always talk about Steve Winwood. Steve Winwood's blowing it out back in the 70s with all these fucking bands and everything. And then in the 80s, he just throws down, he's an adult. He's a fucking like a high level musician.
Absolutely.
And he just does some Valerie and stuff, but it's legit because it's coming from him.
Oh yeah.
It's
amazing.
It can be corny, but like, it's really good music. Like Bruce Hornsby in The Range. That's just the way it is.
I mean, yeah, no, for sure.
Pop music.
It's good music.
It's good when it's good, and it's so bad when it's bad.
That's true.
And sometimes when it's really bad, it's still good. Like a little Gwen Stefani with the bananas.
Exactly.
Fucking terrible.
And a little bit of Fergie, like
Fergalicious.
It's just not good.
She's up in the gym just working on her fitness. It's brilliant, it's shit.
But it's come on now.
It's bad, but it's so good. Like, you can't not laugh when you hear those songs just because they're so enjoyable. And I guess that's what it's really about.
That's true.
Nothing
is more cool than Higher Love.
No, that's what he
says in the song.
Yeah. Think about it. There must be higher love.
Yeah.
He's telling you straight up. He's Steve fucking Winwood. He's not some bush leaguer coming in and getting signed because he did a couple mall performances.
No.
He's motherfucking Steve Winwood.
No offense,
hanging with the
Tiffany.
Beatles. No offense, Debbie Gibson.
Two hot Playboy playmates right there.
Dude, did you ever think in a million years, though, like that would be where they'd end up their journey?
I mean, honestly,
I'm proud of them.
Two of the best celebrity Playboy appearances of all time.
I'm proud of them.
Yeah.
And you can throw Belinda Carlisle in there too.
Fuck, she did that too?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and she did it when she was like in her 40s. She looks fucking banging. She looks great.
Shit.
The thing is, like, they were like, hey, you know what? Still young, still look good. want to show you what it looks like. And we appreciate it because they look badass.
Yeah.
They look great.
They were like brick shit houses.
They were. You gotta be fit, you know,
especially if you're gonna be on stage for 45 minutes sweating fucking the Mall of America.
Oh, and they did the dance too. They had some little dance moves too. So you got to stay in shape to do the dance moves.
That was let's can the music, because of fucking Milli Vanilli. They had to be careful. So they had to like just sound like shit and sing. They still had to sing.
Those guys just grabbed 2 models.
What a failure.
2 models and just fucking just gave them they were like, here's what we need to do. We need to put 2 handsome sons of bitches in front of these guys who got great voices because they don't look good.
To make sure they're German.
And they did it with Snap the Power too. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
They got sued because they put a chick in there that wasn't the actual black woman that was singing that with the boom and soul voice.
Yeah, the power voice, right?
They threw a model in there and they were like,
Yeah, that guy was this like beautiful black man, but they like they made it like this like I don't know, this like white guy.
They did bleach him out. Like, I think that's what they did. Remember Pink too? They like when you first saw Pink, you were like, is Pink black? Can't tell because they're blacking up Pink. They're making her seem more, and I'm like, Pink's just a white chick.
Like from OC.
Yeah.
Like,
but they tried to like make her.
She's whiter than us.
Because she was, that first album, I think, was just going with the trends.
Yeah. Everyone was wearing baggy clothes and FUBU and
trying to act black. But like and then they moved her into like, hey, now you have money and stuff. Now you have some influence. Why don't you do an album? And she grabbed fucking, hey.
Did she really?
That she wrote all those songs with her for that album that she blew up on. I'm coming up, so you better get your party started. That's 4 Non-Blondes.
She got 4 Non-Blondes to write her
The
album.
lead singer of 4 Non-Blondes wrote that album with her.
Christ.
Yeah.
So man, she must be just sitting in like fucking Gold McDuck.
With just it was fucking Scrooge McDuck. She just got a big old fucking stovetop gold hat.
She did have a stovetop.
Yeah, she's gold now. That band was absolutely awesome. 4 Non-Blondes, just the greatest name for a band. And they were just like, fuck you.
Yeah, and talk about an astronomical pop song. That song blew up.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Some songs hold, and that one holds. We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel doesn't hold.
It really doesn't.
Every time I hear it, or I Got My Mind Set on You by George Harrison. I don't like it.
Yeah,
only in the 80s.
Too happy, George. I wonder what.
And it's so repetitive and boring. Like it's such a lame song.
Fucking coke blind, just snow blind.
Why didn't you get fucking goddamn Jeff Lynne on that son of a bitch and make it a good song? Maybe he did.
Fucking Glenn Frey was free.
He was doing Smuggler's Blues.
Yeah, I mean, what else was either that and the Beverly Hills?
He was doing the soundtrack. He was hanging out on the Miami Vice soundtrack with Phil Collins.
Yeah.
And Crockett and Tubbs.
Is there a crazy story of him and Clapton like just on a yacht?
There's gotta be.
They're just seriously like on a yacht doing
the drugs
ketamine or something. Yeah, just all the drugs.
Did they even had ketamine back then? Everything was called different stuff.
Yeah. Well, Quaaludes. Sorry.
Yeah, they're ludes.
Yeah,
they're having ludes. Everything just changes throughout time, but it's all the same drugs.
Kind of the same thing, yeah.
Because sometimes you got to be. Sometimes you're cocaine, and sometimes you're ludes. You know, if everybody's doing cocaine, somebody's got to have ludes.
That's true. Someone in the audience has some ludes,
or else someone's like, "Hey." Oh, what a set list. What a set list. We got Blackbrook featuring Mangus Rosen and Tommy Lee Cool with Yesterday's News. And then the Inoxidables with Vendaval. And one more. We'll do one more. We'll do 3. And then this is Lonnie Claire. These are the Lonnie Claire's new to the show. And I love this song. It's called Flock o' Flakes. Or Fakes, sorry, Flock o' Fakes.
Flock of Fakes.
Yeah, it's a lot of F's. For someone who says the F word a lot, it's a lot of F's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Check it out right now.
fancy car, just need this here guitar. All the way to Hollywood, I'm gonna get so far. They gonna sign me up and package me for sale. Be the flavor of the week, split me out and take a bill. Don't need no listen, so let's try to be clear. Been in this game too long for me to have fear. Could care less if this song is played for a day. They say I should not try, I'll do it anyway. Don't let your sound fade away. Let me hang on for another day. We are living in yesterday's news. Don't let your sound fade away.
Hoy los árboles bailaban como novios de la brisa al sol. Y al brindar rompía sus copas amarillas derramando el sol. Tanto amor, tanta música y color, convertido en hojarasca donde anidan noche y decepción. Contemplando el estropicio de mi vida como un criminal. Vuelvo allí donde los hechos y desechos tuvieron lugar. Vendaval, cuánto bien o cuánto mal, convertido en hojarasca donde luchan sueño y despertar. Yo quisiera ser bendito como el día del vendaval, cuando fue tu nombre escrito en mi corteza hasta sangrar. quisiera ser bendito como el día del vendaval, cuando fue tu nombre escrito en mi corteza hasta sangrar. Rama en rama y yo no tenía aquella mano que en mi mano su calor prendió. Tanto amor, tanta música y color, convertido en hojarasca donde anida noche y decepción. Yo quisiera ser bendito como el día cuando fue el nombre escrito en tu corteza hasta sangrar.
Lonnie Claire, Flock O Flakes, Inoxidables, Vendaval. I say it like that. Like you're going to jump in and be like, no, like there's going to be a buzzer. No, there isn't. And if I ever do mispronounce a band's name, let me know, band, and I will correct it.
It sounds right to me.
I'm trying to do my best phonetics. Isn't that what the word is?
Yeah.
Phonetics. I remember some things from junior high.
There you go.
And then Blackbrook, who we've played a couple of times, featuring Mangus Rosen and Tommy Lee Cool with Yesterday's News. One more before Big Jim's Wild Card.
Right before it. Huh?
Right before it. Temple Solar with Bitter Love. And this is a great track. You're going to dig it. It's some rock and roll. This is a very rock and roll show. Temple Solar with Bitter Love. And now it's time for Big Jim's Wild Card. Yeah, we're still doing it. Days is the band. The song is 2115, and it's got that alti. I don't remember, we talk about this all the time, but it's got that thing. I just say it's the Big Jim's Wild Card thing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's 120 minutes.
You don't have to define it. It could be like reggae.
It can.
It could be country.
I know.
Sometimes R&B.
I know. We're gonna do a best of Big Jim's Wild Card in a couple weeks.
Really?
Yeah, and it's just like alti everything. There's rap on there.
Yeah, it's Ray DeMar been on.
She's on it.
She's on it.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
So like, there's rap. There's punk. There's everything's country. Everything's on it. It's a great list. But that's a couple weeks from now. Until then, enjoy Days with 2115, Outlaws of Rock, playing them, living it.
See you fucked eye when you got eyes. Saw a number pop up when you got dressed. Oh, I've had a knife. Camouflage your white lies. Why do you bother with this? Oh, you must be overtime. Two phones, who would have known? I like you to be busy at night. Oh, oh, honey, no. Oh, honey, no. Not like you to be busy at night. Oh, oh, honey, no. I'm wasting time. See, I thought you were mine. It's 9:15 and you're nowhere to be seen. My friends arrive. You're nothing but fight. Sat up waiting for you. You were nothing to me. Brown eyes in disguise. Walking down your street unknown to her like it's the grand prize. Chest pain, oh what again? Probably from holding the guilt you won't admit to them. Corner pan, 4 pints a night. Shock horror, you'll piss 'cause I knew more than you could think. Two phones, who would have known? I like you to be busy at night. Oh, oh honey, no, I'm wasting time. See, I thought you were mine. It's 9:15 and you're nowhere to be seen. My friends arrive. You're nothing but fight. Sat up waiting for you. You were nothing to me. I'm wasting time. See, I thought you were mine. It's 9:15 and you're nowhere to be seen. My friends arrive. You're nothing but fight. Sat up waiting for you. You were nothing to me. Talking to my friends and hers, but baby, words get through here. Think you thought you got away, but honey, that's not okay. Because the boys will be boys, but girls they always know well. Guess the heart didn't feel good. Suppose your plan didn't work. I'm wasting time. See, I thought you were mine. It's 9:15 and you're nowhere to be seen. My friends arrive. You're nothing but fight. Sat up waiting for you. You were nothing to me. I'm wasting time. See, I thought you were mine. It's 9:15 and you're nowhere to be seen. My friends arrive. You're nothing but fight. Sat up waiting for you. You were nothing to me.
Advocate with Caffeine, Split Persona on your own right now. Yeah, 342.
just for your fun. I pack my bags and throw away all of your favorite toys. You're on your own. Stay as far away as you can. My restraint won't go any tighter. Obey my every command. How does it feel when the tables are overturned? Why? It's just a matter of time before you call back to me. We train scheme just for fun, but I already won. You grew up and told me I was not the only one. All I knew was that you played with me just for your fun. I packed my bags and put away all of your favorite toys. You're on your own. You grew up and told me I was not the only one. All I knew was that you played with me just for your fun. I packed my bags and put away all of your favorite toys. You're on your own. You're on your own. You're on your own.
Split persona on your own. Advocate, caffeine. Reasons above all with collapse and to the moon with dance with me. That's the end of your set list for episode 342. We'll be back after these sponsored breaks.
You've taken it all with no permissions granted that I can recall. I was left with dust in return. Now my heart can't overflow. My dreams have been bruised almost every time I give you a thought to occupy. Immortals begin, your needs to die, always in decline. You make it so hard to breathe, so very hard to believe in myself. You're the one who holds me back till my last caress. I hope your brain's for the bar. There is no lesson, there is no message at all. You can appeal to reason with someone so self-involved. Here I stand, seconds away, till my body starts to break. And you can't hold me together, separate the lines to sever. You make it so hard to breathe, so very hard to believe in myself. You're the one who holds me back till my last caress. Till my last caress. Caress on the hollow ground. Keep searching for a way out. With the waters with crashing waves. It's deafening. Pay back the debt you owe. Till all that's left is blood and bone. Take the hand of guilt and run. Till your mind comes undone. I can't see a thing when I'm in my head. And I can never be beyond the place that I tread. All
walked on over, I was on my phone. You asked if you could dance my night away. I'll dance with you any time of day. Dance with me, baby. The lights make me hazy. Tomorrow will erase me. But dance with me tonight. Come on, baby, and dance with me. Come on, baby, and dance with me tonight. Come on, baby, and dance with me. Night and day, you're all I see. Come on, baby, and dance with me. Come on, baby, and dance with me tonight. Come on, baby, and dance with me. Night and day, you're all I see. Our second dance, we appear more clear. It's our reflection through the chandelier. We both survive the sunless shade. Around the moon is where we'll fade. Dance with me, baby. The lights make me hazy. Tomorrow will erase me. But dance with me tonight. Come on, baby, and dance with me. Come on, baby, and dance with me tonight. Come on, baby, and dance with me. Night and day, you're all I see. Come on, baby, and dance with me. Come on, baby, and dance with me tonight. Come on, baby, and dance with me. Night and day, you're all I see. Come on, baby, and dance with me. Come on, baby, and dance with me tonight. Come on, baby, and dance with me. Night and day, you're all I see.
Time to do a little something we call talking.
It's back, man.
Guess who's back? Nothing's really ever. It just is, man.
Got canceled, and now
Listen,
it's back.
here's the thing: we're outlaws of rock. See, we're not the rule players of rock.
That's true.
That's not the fucking show.
You don't have to do it every week,
Huh.
right? You don't have to.
Unless it's something that we feel like needs to get out there to the people. I'm not going to talk for the sake of talking.
Yeah.
The music is what's important. But this week, we both saw this. So this is excellent, man. We both saw it, and it's completely music related. It was the Woodstock 1999 on Netflix.
Yeah. Documentary, right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. My favorite documentary.
It was
So
so good. If you haven't seen it, and I've been visiting the Netflix a lot lately, even though I don't really back their play.
Oh, sure.
I watched Sandman. That was good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was good looking. Good looking. I never read the comic books. So like I saw a lot of fanboys, and I say fanboys, not gender, like fan folk
Yeah.
that were all pissed off because there was a lot of changes, but I never read it. So I just thought everything was fine.
I read the comic, and I'm not worried about it.
Oh, it was good.
It's Neil Gaiman.
And it's good. It's weird. It's good. And they actually like made you believe in this fantasy, this dream world. Like it looks so good.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
It did look good.
And that is what sells it, because it's so weird.
Mhm.
It's so weird.
It's a weird story. It's
Yeah.
a crazy story.
But I recommend it. But less than I recommend Woodstock 99.
Trainwreck, it's called.
Trainwreck.
I didn't know that's what it was called, but Trainwreck.
Oh, me neither.
Woodstock 99. It came out, July 20th. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Is it by the same guys who did Fire Island? I think it might be
Yeah.
because it has the same feel. Which watch those two, but
I
this
love that fucking documentary too.
this is so good because it really tells the story of what the climate was like for people in their early 30s, maybe, like 18 to 30, mid 30s, and what they were feeling like
Mhm.
in the world we were living in. And it turned out terrible.
Yeah.
It literally it's the opposite of Woodstock.
Yeah. It's complete like antithesis of what
But
peace
the
and love.
the reason why is because the original Woodstock, they provided you, and then you provided for yourself, and then in turn, people provided for each other. It was like a community thing. People
Yeah.
walking around naked, bathing, and shit like that. This
Yeah.
was like that, and I'm not on steroids, like on meth.
On meth, yeah. Like testosterone fueled methamphetamine.
Just absolutely no, like in the original Woodstock, when you're like, oh my God, look how, like, you're jealous of how sexually free they were, that they were just, now we don't know though. We don't know. There could have been a bunch of shitty things that happened
Yeah.
during the original Woodstock,
the
but under
OG
what we know,
Yeah.
it
Umbrella.
wasn't like it was a very peaceful thing. And I think people had the spirit of that.
Yeah. In 1969 one, yeah, the original Woodstock, there was still a death toll. I mean, there was overcrowded. They went to this like upstate New York communal town in Woodstock, New York,
Yeah.
supposedly.
It's like farmland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, they fit like 100,000 people in there. That's a fucking dangerous situation.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's no toilets and stuff.
But
barely any-
this one, they did even worse.
Yeah.
They did it on like an old airport,
Yeah, just one flat black tarmac.
and it was like 100 degrees.
Yeah, it was like the hottest summer. I remember that summer.
Me
It was
too. There's like
1999.
kids laying on the tarmac with like blankets over their faces. Like
Yeah.
there was nothing fun about it.
No, I know. I remember that, like specifically being a hot summer. in
Oh,
New
me
York.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it was super hot in Michigan. And I remember I was trying to restore an old BMX bike that I had from when I was a kid,
Yeah.
repainting it, putting new grips on it, and like all just trying to church it up, make it like something fun, because I don't know, I just wanted to have a bike to ride around that I could do little things with.
Sure.
And I died. I was just dripping sweat onto the
Too hot.
paint
Yeah.
because it was so hot. And these kids are out there crammed in doing all the drugs,
Yeah.
drinking everything,
Everything.
Like-
ever. Yeah.
and the music was the opposite of what you would want to play, knowing that like everything, it was a perfect shitstorm, Rand. It was perfect shitstorm.
Yeah.
Like it was like, we're going to take a bunch of fucking kids who don't have the same attitude as the 60s.
Yeah. No,
They're not hippies.
Not hippies at all.
They're listening to Limp Bizkit and Korn.
I mean,
They're fucking pissed.
The fucking lineup is insane. From like just the
Amazing
first night-
lineup.
Yeah.
Amazing lineup. Terrible for a Woodstock.
Yeah,
It should have
completely
been
off.
like fucking a opening act, Macy Gray, Dave Matthews Band,
Sure.
Jake Johnson,
Sheryl
like
Crow.
Sheryl Crow was there.
Cheryl Crow was there.
Yeah. Bush was there. Have them play. There's your heavy band.
That's your Red Hot Chili Peppers should have
Get them there.
closed it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they were there too.
They
but
were. They buck naked
They
too.
literally, yeah,
Buck naked. Just
They
absolute
performed
full
Fire.
flea schlong on display.
Yeah, they performed Fire. which was
Excellent.
really inappropriate.
It
because
was-
things were
was.
on fire.
But the thing is, they just did it all wrong because they went for a money grab.
Yeah.
And watch it because it goes to show, like the a lot of it seemed like the MTV just bailed. They were like, we're fucking out. They've tried to blame it on the kids.
Yeah.
There's this woman who's like, blame it on the kids. It wasn't the kids. It was that you created an environment where you ripped them off.
yeah.
You made it corporate.
$10 waters,
$10, like that's,
$15 beers,
and like all of the
Something like
provided
that.
things were broken.
everything. Yeah, the water, it was supposed to be free, and it was supposed to be like pumps. Were all fucking gutted.
Yep.
So they're shooting water and making sewage.
Yep.
So people were in sewage.
Yeah.
Trying
A
to
bunch of
take-
people got sick.
Yeah.
Like they
shit
just
sick.
they made it corporate
Yeah.
and they ruined the spirit of it and they got what they deserved.
And they-
Like it blew it out.
And they got, if you get DMX and Kid Rock opening the show, and then you're charging people and it's 100 degrees, people are gonna start getting angry.
And they did.
And there's like rapes going on, sexual assaults. There's like fucking gang shit going on. Like people are getting hurt, not stabbed necessarily.
No, but it
people
was
are
just an absolute clusterfuck.
trampled.
That's probably what they wanted to call it, but they couldn't. They had
Yeah.
to write, whatever for
Should've
train
called it
wreck
Clusterfuck
because it
99.
was. And you know what's funny? The one in 96, they'd barely even mention,
Yeah, the 94 one.
or
right?
94.
Yeah, that's right. That was a clusterfuck.
Yep.
It was a fucking sewage mess clusterfuck. They're
Yeah.
throwing mud at nine-inch nails.
Right.
and Green
Yeah.
Day,
And Green Day. And they
Green
said they wouldn't do another one. And then he did this one on the 30th anniversary. And from the very start, when you're watching it, the first thing you're going to think is, and it's like within the first 10 minutes, the guy gets the lineup together and you're just like, this is going to be a train wreck because you got a bunch of young people
Yeah.
and they're staying overnight too. They're not going home.
They're
It's
not
not
going
like
home.
the show ends at 11 and everybody's moms and dads are coming picking them up.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You didn't even have to stay sober.
No. Yeah. They had Megadeth closing the night. Give them what do you expect?
And they had, and then the 99 one, they're ripping everybody off on food and then they ran out.
Yeah. Yeah, it was literally a fire festival, but it happened. Like they got bands, but they forgot to feed everyone.
And they forgot that like those bands are hardcore. Like Korn is not like a happy band.
No,
He is
man.
not a happy dude.
There's like 8 songs about him being sexually molested.
That's what I'm
Shit.
saying.
And you're right.
Like,
It's brutal. It's brutal.
It's a different festival.
Totally. Not Fest. A fucking
Hell yes.
Ozfest.
Dude,
Oh,
I'd even
amazing.
give him a Lollapalooza even.
Oh, please.
And I mean, that's just barely in Lollapalooza because Lollapalooza had, I saw Perfect Circle at Lollapalooza.
Right?
I
Yeah.
saw Incubus. That's the type, they played it smart. They got bands that were like, okay, you can vibe to these bands. Perfect Circle has like Judith and stuff, but even
Yeah,
that,
they
like,
chill. Yeah,
they chill.
out,
but man, no. And then Limp Bizkit, Fred Durst is up there like an evil dictator, just like stoking the fucking crowd,
Yeah,
like
they
during
try to
break
blame-
stuff.
Yeah, they specifically make like a good 45 minutes about that whole documentary, like a whole episode.
Yeah.
This is 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Right? That was a specific moment where the tides have changed. and
But
people are angry.
I know, but the thing is that they tried to blame the kids
Yeah.
for not having the spirit, and they tried to blame Durst
Yeah.
for not whatever, but he shouldn't have been there.
No,
And they should have been listening to the fucking Dave Matthews Band and BNL. They should have brought 1 week till you look at me. How many assaults have been conducted to 1 week by the fucking?
That's a good point. And I watched this right before I played a show in July. And it was the Alanis Morissette performance of the Woodstock 99. Because I'm like, holy shit, Alanis Morissette performed?
Yeah,
So because I watched that documentary and I watched that, I'm like, wow, that's a great fucking
Jewel?
set. Great sets. Amazing
Jewel
sets.
bailed. Jewel was like, "Do the show, go."
Yeah, they left. Sheryl Crow too. She was like, no. Like,
It's
Yeah.
not. They didn't feel safe.
yeah, it was some testosterone anger for some reason. Like, get the fuck off stage, bitch. Like they were yelling at her.
Because they
Like-
were so. And I'm not saying that those dicks are dicks.
Oh yeah.
Assholes are assholes, but like they literally like, how about this? You're kind of a dick. You're kind of a dick. But here's what we're gonna do to you. We're gonna starve you. We're not gonna give you any water, and then we're gonna play really, really heavy, aggressive music at you. Like that's like some sort of a thing you do in a test to see if you can make someone go fucking ballistic.
Yeah. And as a teenager, I watched it on, on MTV had the feed.
Yep. Oh, me
And they were
too.
doing- yeah, we were sitting there just like waiting, like, oh, we don't have to watch this on pay-per-view. And all
Oh,
of a
it was so amazing when
amazing.
things were
sudden,
burning.
we were like, oh, this is great. And then they had to show certain bands because it was like the
I don't know
pay-per-view
what-
was getting cut.
And this is
everything.
when we were younger, but I don't know what you and your friend's reaction were to that. But me and my friends were like, good, fuck them for making it a corporate thing.
Yeah, we exactly. We felt bad
Now, I
for
didn't
the
know
kids.
about the assaults.
We didn't know about
That wasn't on MTV. But
Right.
what was them like jumping up and down on the burning
we
with the
love-
shit burning.
we
I
love
was
Limp
like,
Bizkit,
psh,
you know?
like,
And-
fuck you for you made it corporate. You rip kids off. They should take your water back,
Yeah,
you know?
they did say that in the reports.
Yeah.
that they're ripping kids off. So we're like really happy about Korn ending the night prior, but then it started to burn the next night. They're like, whoa, it actually-
Bush.
Yeah,
Bush ended the first night and
Yeah.
they brought it down.
right. They calmed it all.
They-
De-escalated.
Yeah, they did a little glycerine.
Which I
Glycerine.
I didn't watch that.
Bring
part.
it down.
Yeah, bring it down.
Bring it down, Gavin. Gavin, talk soft, buddy. You're handsome. Bring
He's
it
more
down.
angry now these days.
He
with
is.
his
He's super
music.
handsome.
Yeah, he's very handsome.
So he was out there just no shirt on, and everybody was like, this guy's a handsome fella.
This guy's
Let's
kicking
give him-
ass.
Yeah, let's listen to a little glycerine.
Yeah, everyone got laid. back.
Everybody got laid.
You
It was
know,
a good time. And then
sexually.
yes,
Let's-
yes. And then all of a sudden, and it was over.
Yeah,
They burned it all down.
burn it down.
And honestly, if you think about Jonathan Davis and Fred Durst, they would have been the kids that probably would have burned it all down.
Oh,
So
totally.
for them to be up there in a semi-authority position with
Yeah.
microphones, they probably didn't really care. They were like, how much are they charging the kids?
You're asking for it.
Oh, I'm sure Durst, they were like, his manager was probably just biting into his own hand, like, Fred,
Yeah,
I know you're you're like one of the people, like one of the kids. That's why they were even popular in the first place.
true.
Because he was like a nobody tattoo artist from like Jacksonville,
That's right.
Florida. So people
18-year-old
related to him.
Totally. Yeah.
And like, man, they're probably just like, dude, don't do what you would do. And he's like, dude, my songs break stuff.
Literally.
Break
called
your
Bliss.
fucking face tonight. That's my lyric, dude. I want to
Yeah.
burn it down.
Right.
I want you to take revenge for them ripping you off.
Yeah. And hindsight is 2020 because you look back, who did a duet with Sheryl Crow? It was Kid Rock who played the first day
Yeah,
in the afternoon. He got a shitty spot.
he did.
Amazing set. That
Oh, he
place
would
was
have
like-
bought it and they loved it.
They're freaking out. Uncle Cracker, the whole band sounded good. They're mic'd up. They got
Yep.
a great intro.
Yep.
They had a huge intro. And
Yeah.
like- and he came out with, my name is Jared. Like the whole place went up.
It was great.
It was peaceful.
Yeah. And then it did, there's only so long heat, no water, and no food.
Yeah.
And you're going to start to get a little pissy.
Yeah. There's definitely some pissiness going on.
And that's what they did.
I mean, a $15 hot dog 6 times, it's not gonna be good.
I would have been stealing stuff out of the back of the fucking, I would have been doing
Oh, yeah.
bad shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like I wouldn't have burned anything and I wouldn't have hurt anyone, but I definitely would have tried to steal food.
Oh yeah. There would definitely be fist fights,
Oh yeah.
I'd probably
Over euros.
over euros and like,
Maybe there's no
weird-
pita left.
if that, yeah.
The fuck, there's a lamb on the spigot.
That fucking weird creep is having sex with a euro. Fucking let's beat that guy up.
It's
for
weird.
Sexually assaulting.
It's a euro. It was just a bad, it's so worth watching. It's so worth watching.
Yeah. It's actually great investigative like reporting that these like kids were doing at that
Oh,
day, on
yeah.
that day. They were like fucking
Yeah, that's a
innocent.
whole nother thing. Like the kids just doing their own reporting and they stayed there while the shit was going down, like while
Literally
cars were on fire and stuff.
could have got hurt.
Oh,
bad.
for sure.
Yeah.
Like it was just it's so worth watching, and it's such a unique like when now the guy who started the original Woodstock has passed away. So
Mhm.
that's the end of that.
So-
I mean, I'm sure some corporation will buy the rights to it and maybe do it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if Disney bought it, then they could be like, okay, we're really just going to do mellow bands.
They tried to get Miley Cyrus ran one right before COVID, 2017, 2018, up in Watkins Glen, which is a NASCAR tarmac, another tarmac, right up the NASCAR track.
Least they could do is put fucking AstroTurf over it.
I know. They
They roll that shit out for football games.
They canceled that shit. I remember being up there, we're driving through Watkins Glen. It's like this beautiful little neighborhood. You go up to the waterfalls and shit. And when we see fucking Woodstock, it's not even close to Woodstock, New York. We're up in Elmira. This is like where where I actually grew up. Like, this is a terrible idea. There's a lot of meth out here. This is not a good idea. either
and they bailed.
They fucking bailed.
But it was a
They-
Woodstock.
They were gonna do Woodstock. Yeah. They
See,
were-
someone
they had
will
Miley
then.
Cyrus booked.
Oh, see, she'd be good.
Oh yeah.
She'd be good. She'd pull a good crowd, and she would be fun. And
you, like, you better get your hands off that.
oh, absolutely. And she's a pot smoker. Like
Yeah.
it's not. She's just a real chill. She seems real chill anyway. I don't know her as a person, but I mean, she seems like she'd bring that vibe. Now, all you got to do is surround yourself with similar acts.
Sure.
You know, like just some of these. Like, I mean, there's so many bands out there that aren't heavy that you could get. You could even get like a Greta Van Fleet or something and have them do their Led Zeppelin impression right on stage for. I like them. But that's I mean, it's
It
as
is.
Led Zeppelin
It's
is
glorified.
Airborne as AC/DC.
Totally.
Greta Van Fleet is Led Zeppelin.
Totally. Get Arctic Monkeys, get Greta Van Fleet. do
Right,
that,
yes.
You know,
Yeah,
that'd be great.
all of them. Foster the People.
Oh yeah.
Like they'd be all trippy and shit. Like, you know, like do that. Don't have a DJ tent.
No. Well, yeah, they're gonna do it anyway. We know that. They always do that shit.
Stop tenting it up.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's where bad shit happens.
Heat. You're up in the fucking mountain with Special K and like.
Why don't you
Boogie.
try doing that shit in October in a different state?
That'd be great. Yeah.
You
Like
know?
California, like when they do a Knot Fest and a Ozfest, when they used to do Ozfest, they used to do it in San Bernardino, the cold desert, in October.
Boom.
It was great.
take a whole aggravation, a whole arena for getting hurt from heat stroke
Yeah.
out of it.
And guess what? They still light fires. So,
Well, you might as well at least it's cooler out
yeah, and it really they do comment.
and in the desert.
Yeah, exactly. They just run around. We had a guest on the show talk about the guy from fucking Blind Barrels. He was talking about when
Oh,
they
yeah.
start the fire. They do really start fires.
Yeah.
at Knotfest.
And that's, you know,
you're right. It's a good place to do it.
Sure.
It's, the desert.
If anything can be done right, but so much can be done wrong.
That's true.
And they did it all wrong
Yeah.
from top to bottom when it came to that Woodstock 99. They did it all wrong. And that's why, like, just watch it. Watch it. It's so entertaining. And it's not like one of these, like I watch a lot of murder ones too. And like those ones kind of make you walk away and you're like, I just watched 2 hours of murder. Now I need to go, like, I don't know. I feel weird.
It gets dark.
Yeah. But
So-
this, you're like, what is wrong with you? Like, what were you thinking? Why did you pick those bands?
Yeah,
They literally attracted the dicks.
it makes you yell at the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's a great documentary.
Give it a floor run. You'll dig it. We're not bumping. We're not giving a rub. We're not giving Netflix a rub. But
Oh,
this
no.
documentary is good.
But those documentarians, the guys who did the Fire Fest, those guys are great.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just trying to do their job.
Yep.
You
And
need
they're
people-
doing really great pop culture moments that
Yeah.
are music related. And I've enjoyed everything they've done.
Very well done.
Yep.
They don't hold back. That's
Kudos.
what's great.
Kudos. We're giving the Outlaws of Rock give out kudos. And if I could get the original snack, I would, but they don't make them
They don't
anymore.
make them anymore. Those were good.
Yeah, because it was a fucking Snickers, dude.
Huh?
They're like, oh, it's a healthy kudos. No, it's a Snickers.
Snickers.
You
bar.
put them in a box.
Yeah. Whatchamacallit? No, it's a Snickers.
You know what to call it. You've had the Mickey's grenades, right?
Yeah.
Did you call them grenades?
Yeah. Because they look like grenade. Yeah, literally green and small.
Did you ever want to get a tattoo of that bee?
I knew someone who was you, wasn't it?
Yeah, I
Didn't you
did.
get
I
the bee?
wanted to. No, I didn't
Yeah,
get it.
you
I
didn't do
wanted
it.
to. I really did though.
Kristen has like a bee that's anatomically correct. It's not the same bee, but
This guy is that bee that I have right
yeah,
there.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But like I wanted the actual, I have a bee on my forearm, but like I wanted that malt liquor bee. And then I was like, dude, you can't get anything that's you can't get a mascot. You got to watch it with that shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, but Mickey's, that was a big one when I was in my early 20s.
Same here. Yeah, right when I first turned like 22. Like, like that was, we fucked with that stuff.
Dude.
The malt liquor, man.
You did.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Steel Reserve. Like, you don't want to get an 808. What was the
805.
Well, they had like no, there's like a number on the Steel Reserve.
Yes,
That
there
was-
is.
Yeah. It's like 81.
It is though. Yeah. But that
Yeah.
stuff's no joke either.
That's brutal, that stuff, man.
Oh my God. OE was the first kind I ever had.
Oh yeah, Old English. It's
Yeah,
delicious.
That was the first one.
King Cobra.
King Cobra
Yeah, I
was
love
the
King
second
Cobras.
one because those are the ones you knew about.
Yeah, those are good.
And then Mickey's I didn't learn about till a little later.
Colt
but
45.
That's when you do your you try stuff like Mad Dog 2020,
Yeah. Yeah.
all that good stuff,
Yeah.
all that
stuff is
cheap
fun.
shit that I don't know an adult that drinks Mad Dog
Yeah. Well, I mean, my neighbor does.
just for fun though.
Yeah, just kids to get fucked up.
Yeah.
You get some hammered and you like.
Oh, it's because it's it's brutal.
Yeah. He's
You know what? I
OG
think I did a
too.
shot with him when I was over.
You might have. Oh no, I mean my neighbors. It's my parents.
Oh, okay.
They're-
I thought
he's
you.
like
I
an
was gonna.
OG
I
guy.
swear to God, I thought I took a swig of Mad
you-
Dog at some
He
point
probably did. He also probably was fucking.
Oh,
with it for some
because I
reason,
like
but-
it. I like the silliness of it.
Yeah.
And when you drink it, if you haven't had it since you were like younger, if you did that when you were, of legal age,
Little
but
hooch.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's just a treat. It's
Yeah.
like a time machine. It's like a liquor time machine.
Nostalgic. Yeah.
You got to watch it. You crash that time machine,
Oh yeah.
end up in the Jurassic era, all fucking running from
Go
dinos.
straight to hell.
But you can just talk to them. And they'll understand, just
Yep.
like in the movies.
They'll get it.
Yeah, totally. With their fucking psycho lizard brains.
Yeah.
Dude, they would never listen to a mammal.
Halt. Did you see that dumb movie?
That's why I didn't see it, just because of that scene.
It's so stupid.
I
Dude, 10
literally did,
times.
dude. I didn't watch it because in the trailer, he halts a velociraptor. And I was like, if one thing probably never had any respect whatsoever for something else, it would be like anything like a dinosaur and a mammal.
Yeah, totally.
They're probably just like, what the fuck? Weak shit food. That's what you are. You're
Yeah.
weak in food.
Your food.
And you're telling me what to do?
Right. I'm gonna listen to you like I'm a dog.
Bro, you're alpha dogging a raptor? No, you're not.
Yeah, and they do it to like bigger dinosaurs.
But I'm
It's the
saying, you know,
stupidest
though.
fucking thing.
But I'm saying, no, 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 no,
Nah.
no.
It was, and when you got fucking Grant doing it, dude, he's like a fucking paleontologist.
Dude, it doesn't, everybody's doing it though,
He's a
bro.
fucking
It's like
fighting
fucking
monkeys.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, you can't do that.
You just tell them. No one ever thought of that. That's the thing. See, we didn't cross paths back in the day.
No.
But had it been, we would have been bossing around our whole existence.
That's
It's
true.
1920. You're telling your T-Rex to go get hey, push that car out of the way. They just do it.
Right.
Right, dude.
Yeah, that's
No.
instinctual for sure. 360 million years.
And they I can't imagine they would even look at a human being and think anything other than food.
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't even exist to them.
You eat that motherfucker.
It doesn't even make sense. We weren't even there. Like,
Yeah.
we look at them with our logic brains and we're like, okay, there's a dinosaur right there. That's a dinosaur. That thing can fuck me up bad.
Right.
I'm probably shouldn't dick with it.
Yeah.
But they're just look at us and would be like, food.
we're 30 million years off.
Yeah.
There's no way it would be like, oh yeah, that's not delicious.
Like, that's something that like is a piece of something else that's still moving.
Right.
That's how weak we are to them.
Yeah. You're so-
Any part of them could kill you.
Yeah, they're armored. They have teeth,
Claws,
claws, poison. A lot of them are
Yeah.
poisonous.
terrible hygiene.
Oh yeah.
Terrible, like the kimono. Terrible
You
hygiene.
don't want to fuck with that thing.
No, because if it even nips you, you die.
Instantly dead. Like almost, right?
It's got
almost
like
instantly dead.
super, like, yeah, like their saliva is so disgusting that if they even nick your skin, it gets all infected and shit, and you can die if you take too much of it.
You get like necrosis, right?
Yeah.
It's your, oh my god.
It's fucking gross.
Get Ursa.
So all I'm saying is you're not
Ursa.
telling them what to do.
No. Fuck.
And you can say to me, oh yeah, there's dinosaurs too. Like I'm nitpick. No, but no, though. And I mean for storytelling too. For storytelling in a fake world where dinosaur exists, you still can't do it because it's fucking dumb.
Yeah,
So I don't care if it's real or not.
exactly.
I
That's
don't.
why Jurassic Park, they weren't trying to train it. That's the whole idea of the fucking movie.
The first movie is one of the greatest I've ever seen.
Best book I ever read.
No shit.
Great book. Great movie.
Yeah. Great. I mean,
Great adaptation of the,
very few movies in my life have I seen for the first time and been like, whoa,
yeah.
Jurassic Park was one of them.
Terminator, Jurassic Park.
Yep.
You name it.
Yeah,
right,
T2.
Oh yeah, just like
T2 and those two specifically are two that I always think of because I was like, it, and you'd seen Terminator 1 on VHS.
Oh yeah.
And like you're looking at it and you're like, whoa, it looked so cool.
Yeah. Cutting edge.
And then you see Terminator 2 with the liquid, and you're like, he already topped it.
Yeah.
Then they threw Guns N' Roses, you could be mine on there, and just
Cool.
literally knocked your fucking ass off.
Horrific violence, like just
ridiculous.
Yeah, like you just
Schwarzenegger still in good enough shape, looked like the Terminator, like he wasn't too old yet.
No,
Like,
yeah.
it
He was there.
it was perfect.
He was there, dude. That
It was perfect.
peak Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
Peak Schwarzenegger.
just all perfect.
yeah, it was perfect.
Oh, that's a good one. So that in Jurassic Park, they blew my mind.
Yeah.
So, when I see the new ones, I kind of think about the new ones the same way I thought about the newer Star Wars. I just didn't like them that much.
Trash.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just garbage.
And not for
movies.
any reason other than they were bad.
Name one thing that happened in the first two movies of the Star Wars movies, the new ones, like other than
The deaths of the people that I liked from the old ones.
exactly.
That's all I remember.
Thanks.
Now, Rogue One was amazing.
Awesome. Yeah.
A perfect Star Wars movie. It had it made me feel like the end when I watched, except for more hopeless. It made
Yeah.
me feel like when I watched Empire,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh my God, this is hopeless.
This is fucking bombastic.
And then right, and then that's what that made me feel like too. Was like, it's hopeless.
It's hope. Why?
know?
Why are they even trying? And that's what shit. That's war, man. They
Mhm.
shouldn't. It's not easy all the time. It's not fun. It's not all about the Force. The Force is just kind of a byproduct,
Right. And if you watch the Clone Wars, I always say every time, if
Exactly.
you watch the Clone Wars, they show that whole from where the Jedi get into it as peacekeepers all the way up to where the Jedi are like, everyone hates us and we're warriors now and not peacekeepers anymore.
Yeah.
And they have that realization. And then, Order 66 and the whole thing goes to
You
shit.
can't be a cop all the time.
Nope. So here's the thing. I don't even know what's going on right now. That was all over the place, but it was very interesting, I hope.
Yeah.
We got the top F and 10 right now for episode 342. Entering at number 10 is Reign of Z. It's a heavy track.
There we go.
With Reflections. The Psychos of Soul are still on the list with Undone. We got P Mad. They moved up with Sisters. Word 66 is down a couple to number 7, but they seem to linger in the middle they just always are there. Against the Sun with Undone. Number 5 is Garlic Rooster, Paranoid Ambitions. Number 4, Kill Cody is moving up. So Long, Jack Mystery, Mascara moved up. The Crying Club, Bad Day to Be a Zebra. I accidentally wrote Great Day to Be a Zebra. I was in a good mood. Maybe I had little bit of the hooch. I might have had a couple beers too many, and I'm like, I'm going to do the top book. And then I just was down in Steve Weiser's while I'm doing the top F and 10. And then the next thing you know, words change.
Yeah, that happens.
Seasons change. Words change. Crying Club, Bad Day to Be a Zebra is number 2. And number 1, Again, is Bone with Rasta.
Again.
They did it again, and they're no joke.
Champions.
That is the end of episode 342. We are the Outlaws of Rock. Dio. There you go. There's like Quad M. Have a great weekend, everybody. Big beers and cheers.
said we'd cry. You said we'd cry. You said we'd cry when we die. When we die, we all came to see what shoes you wear, what shoes you wear. Dreaming dreams of dreams, dreaming dreams of dreams, taken away like an ocean wave. Hold your head up high and be proud. The devils and the demons, the devils and the demons, the devils and the demons will always be there, will always be there. Careful what you wish for, be careful what you wish for, it may not always be fair. You walk amongst the gods, you walk amongst the gods. All I can hear is a sound. All I can hear is a sound. White noise in my head, white noise in my head, spinning around to no end. There is an end and fly away. There is an end and fly away. Dreaming dreams of dreams. Dreaming dreams of dreams. You said we cry, you said we cry, you said we cry when you die. You said we cry when you die. Dreaming dreams of dreams. Taken away like an ocean wave, like an ocean wave. Hold your hand up high, be proud. The devils and the demons, the devils and the demons will always be there. Will always be there. Will always be there.
new creation is here. The old is gone, the new is here. Eternal life awaits as the flame of hope draws near. You think it's too late to change and win this fight. It's time to make a choice, my friend, 'cause tonight is the night. At this time, the struggles against the flesh have just begun. The lies we tell ourselves are tainted by the evil one. They tell you that it's okay and everybody sins. It's time to take that vow and let the Holy Spirit in. You think it's too late to change and win this fight. It's time to make a choice, my friend, 'cause tonight is the night. You think it's too late to change and win this fight. It's time to make a choice, my friend, 'cause tonight is the night. Tonight is the night. Tonight is the night.
Whispered sighs sow the seeds of resentment. I'll try to save this night. You seem surprised I try so hard to ease the tension. I just don't wanna fight anymore. And every conversation chips away at me. It shouldn't be this hard. Vaccines are coming undone. Two dreams cannot become one. I think that I've had enough. 4 years was better than none, but we lost all hope to see if this could change. I can't be a source of constant validation. I could never satisfy. This crossing back and forth is taxing on my patience. So I won't even try. You blame me for giving up, but I can only take so much. Vaccines are coming undone. this effing go? Hell no, what you talking about? Hell no, yes, out your mouth. She said so long, what you talking about? Hell no, yes, out your mouth. She said so long, you were wrong, I was strong. You can't take this away from me. You were wrong, I was strong. You can't take this away from me. You were wrong, I was strong. You can't take this away from me. You were wrong, I was strong. You can't take this away from me. Why is it taking? I've been waiting. I've been drinking while I'm thinking. Why is it taking? I've been waiting. I've been drinking while I'm thinking. The morning unfolds and hues and shades. Lily white, reflecting light. Tears battle hard on this day. Don't sweet, give yourself up. Wait, afraid of putting faith just in one thing. One might be feasible. Mascara, lipstick stains on the nightstand. Simple things, I know it's strange. Every move I make just complicates. Don't sweet, give yourself up. Wait, afraid of putting faith just in one thing. One like me, feasible. Mascara, lipstick stains on your nightstand. The sad senses something's wrong. Looks over his back, all he sees is stripes of his old black and white, and a patch of tall grass swaying in the wind. He missed the lioness, obscured by grass he sees too late. When the zebra sees her, it's too late. She jumps out and he's on his back and she's got his neck. In an open field he could have run, if not that thinking dripped out inside of her mouth. A ruthless death for foolishness, a lesson taught while going on his head.
Emperor approaches the lakeside, looking for shade in the baobab trees. She sets herself up, this time amongst the clay. Patience perfected, breath outweighs. His ears are tingling now. What is coming can't be the wind, but he looks the wrong way. Opens a blind eye, condemned to death, submits his flesh for a taste. Bad day to be a zebra.
Let me out.